When I found Marietta, I didn't just find a place to go to college. I found so much more than that.
I found friends. I found sports.
I found my passion.
I found family.
I found my calling. I found a place to call home. Discover what you can find at Marietta by visiting marietta.edu today.
Coming up today on NewsCenter 15, President Donald Trump has staged a dramatic return to the White House.
Celebrities including Kim Kardashian West, Katy Perry, and Leonardo DiCaprio are taking part in a 24-hour Instagram freeze on Wednesday.
We'll have these stories and more. NewsCenter 15 starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Tuesday's edition of NewsCenter 15. I'm Andrew Konjovich.
And I'm Nate Hinckley.
Topping our news this afternoon. A record 4 million acres in California have burned this year. On Saturday, there were 27 new fires that ended IP being contained over the weekend. There are currently 23 wildfires still being fought against in California. The last fire has burned 63,885 acres in Napa and Sonoma County in California. As of right now, 31 people have lost their lives due to the wildfires.
On Friday, October 2nd, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump both tested positive for the coronavirus. President Trump's doctors are trying many drugs to treat him. Many doctors are starting to worry that they are going overboard. A panel of doctors have said that the president's doctors are giving him every drug possible just because he is a VIP. They have given President Trump an antiviral drug, an antibody drug, and also a steroid to try and get him to full recovery.
What's the weather like out there today?
Here to provide a first look at the weather is Cooper Holmes.
What can we expect, Coop?
Well, guys, it's starting to warm up this week a little bit. Currently, we have temperatures that feel like 56 and sunny, with a high today of almost in the 70s, and we're going to see some lower temperatures again tonight. Our UV index is about 5, a moderate, with some fair air quality, and of course, now that we're in the fall season, our pollen is going to be low. Winds from the south-southwest at around 6 miles per hour, humidity at 7%, and we can expect that sunrise. Well, our sunrise was at 7:27 this morning, and we can expect sunset at 6:59. So that's our quick outlook for our current conditions. Let's go back over to you guys at the desk.
In local news, wooden boat enthusiasts made a stop in Marietta as they were traveling through the Muskingum River into Ohio River to travel down to South Kentucky. Many people made a visit to the river to give their support. The enthusiasts said they enjoyed their time in Marietta, and they plan to make more steps in the Mid-Ohio Valley region.
The coronavirus numbers for Ohio are around 160,000 with 1,057 additional cases on Monday. There have been 4,931 deaths among those cases in Ohio. In Washington County, we remain at a level 2 public emergency. There was one new case from the weekend. The total cases in Washington County is 268 with a death toll of 23 people.
Coming up, a House committee is questioning whether Boeing and the Federal Aviation Administration will be willing to make big changes needed to fix problems that caused 2 deadly 737 MAX jet crashes, and more.
We'll be back after this.
I never chew tobacco.
I don't drink much.
Never smoked a cigarette in my life.
HPV. Isn't that about cervical cancer?
What does that have to do with oral cancer?
HPV? Didn't know that.
Hey, Major, did you get your flu vaccine yet? Make that your mission for today.
Did you say mission? Let's do this. With the flu season coming up, we all have to help protect ourselves by getting the flu vaccine. If you're over 65 like me, you gotta even be more careful. Look out! Our immune system may not be as strong as it used to be, so we have to do everything we can to keep the flu from catching up with us. Educating yourself about your flu vaccine options is important. It's also really easy. So ask about your vaccine options, because if you're a tough guy like me, you may need a tough vaccine. The flu can aggravate other conditions, so make it your mission to get the right flu shot for your age.
Lee, is that you? Did you complete your mission?
Oh, you mean the flu shot? No sweat. Visit the National Council on Aging at ncoa.org/flu to learn more about vaccine options for people 65 and older.
A House committee is questioning whether Boeing and the Federal Aviation Administration will be willing to make big changes needed to fix problems that caused 2 deadly 737 MAX jet crashes. Staff members from the Transportation Committee blamed the crashes that killed 346 people on failed government oversight, design flaws, and a lack of action at Boeing despite knowing about the problems. The committee said the MAX complied with the FAA safety regulations even though the planes crashed in Indonesia and Ethiopia. Members say this shows a need for reforms. Boeing says it made its changes. It cooperated with House investigators. A message was left seeking comment from the FAA.
President Donald Trump has staged a dramatic return to the White House after leaving the military hospital where he has been receiving an unprecedented level of care for COVID-19. He immediately ignited a new controversy by declaring that despite his illness, the nation should not fear the virus that has killed more than 210,000 Americans. And then he entered the White House without a protective mask. Trump climbed the South Protocol steps, removed his mask, and declared, "I feel good." Trump, who remains contagious, is expected to continue his recovery at the White House, where he will be cared for 24/7 by a team of doctors and nurses.
Celebrities including Kim Kardashian West, Katy Perry, and Leonardo DiCaprio are taking part in a 24-hour Instagram freeze on Wednesday. They are part of a movement protesting against the failure of the social media platform's parent company, Facebook, to stop violent and hateful content and curb election misinformation. The Stop Hate for Profit campaign asks people to refrain from posting on Instagram for a day. With 188 million followers, Kardashian West is one of the most influential people on Instagram. The share price of Facebook fell slightly after she and others joined the protest.
Oh my God. Seriously, take a look at those pumpkins. Giant gray groves in the northeast Wisconsin lined up the biggest and best of the bunch for a layoff this weekend. It's all part of the Wisconsin Giant Pumpkin Groves annual contest. So how do these pumpkins get so plump? One of the pumpkin pros says all about pollination. These growers usually get pumpkins that weigh between 1,300 and 1,700 pounds. Now those are the kind of pumpkins Charlie Brown was talking about.
Coming up next, details on a shooting in a quiet Ohio neighborhood, ballot boxes, and more.
We'll also get the latest news from Hollywood.
And what can we expect in our extended forecast? After the break, we'll be back with your extended outlook.
Where are we?
We're at Marietta College.
This is where we live at Marietta College.
Police say they are investigating the deaths of two brothers found last week in a home in a quiet Ohio neighborhood. Beaver Creek officers were called to the residence Tuesday and found the men dead of apparent gunshot wounds, police said. They were identified as 50-year-old Carl Leitenberg and 53-year-old John Leitenberg. Police said a relative reported finding the bodies and told emergency dispatchers that it appeared as though the two had fired at each other, police said. Police said the case remains under investigation, but no involvement by anyone else is suspected.
If Republican Secretary of State Frank LaRose wants to expand the number of ballot drop boxes beyond one per Ohio county, he can. But a state appellate court won't force him to do so. That was the essence of a ruling Friday that left both sides in a legal fight over LaRose's one drop per county order with their glass half full, or perhaps half empty. Curbside drop-off of ballots has been a growing trend across the U.S. amid the coronavirus pandemic and cutbacks at the U.S. Postal Service.
A Texas-based company has announced the closure of its remaining coal-fired power plants in Illinois and 3 in Ohio as part of a plan to transition to renewable energy and reduce the company's carbon footprint. Vistra Energy had already shuttered 4 Illinois plants in Canton, Coffeen, Havana, and Hennepin, and agreed to close another near Peoria in a legal settlement with environmental groups. But the Houston-based company announced recently that it plans to close the 4 remaining Illinois coal plants within a decade, including Baldwin Power Plant in Randolph County. It also closed 3 Ohio plants. Entertainment news, the latest adventure of 007 is looking at its 004th release date.
Here to fill us in on the latest news in Hollywood is Gavin Long.
What's going on in Hollywood?
Thanks, guys. No Time to Die is turning into No Time to Debut. The 25th James Bond film, reportedly Daniel Craig's last as the iconic British agent, has been pushed back again, as many theaters remain closed due to the pandemic. It's now due out April 2nd, 2021. The original release date of November 2019 was delayed once by a change in the director and now twice by the coronavirus. The Estefans are taking over the red table. Gloria Estefan and a family star in the latest web series built around celebrities having sometimes painfully honest conversation. Red Table Talk. The Estefans premieres Wednesday, October 7th on Facebook Watch. No new movies? Make your own. Row House Cinema is going national with its Sweden Festival for creative recreations. Record your own weird remake of your favorite film, such as these past winners, based on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Submit your 5 minutes or under film by November 15th at rowhouse.online. This year, creative recreations will be shown November 30th at the virtual cinema and selected theaters. With your Hollywood Minute, I'm Gavin Long. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Gavin. It's time now to check back with Cooper for our extended forecast.
What do you have for us, Coop?
Well, guys, as you can see, we have a lot of clear conditions going on right now across the country. We do have some rain up in the north and the south kind of sneaking its way in. But as of right now, we're relatively clear around the Mid-Ohio Valley. And again, we get a closer look, you can see up in the northern part of Ohio, we still have a little bit of rain that's kind of lingering around. But in our general MOV area, it's staying relatively clear. We're seeing those nice sunny conditions on those nice sunny days. A few stray clouds passing through, but overall, some pretty good conditions. And now we're going to hop into your 5-day forecast. On Wednesday, we're going to have a high of 76, a low of 49, and again, those sunny conditions. We're going to start to see those temperatures warm up as we go throughout the week as well. Again, on Thursday with a high of 69, a low of 44, and again, that sun is going to continue to stay out, so hopefully we'll get some of those sunny days and be able to enjoy the weather outside when it starts to have this warm front move in. Again, a high of 74, a low of 56, and mostly sunny on Friday, again, allowing us to have a very nice week ahead. On Saturday, a high of 73, a low of 59, but we do have a 40% chance of showers, so enjoy those sunny days while we have them, because over the weekend on Sunday, with our high of 71 and a low of 58, we do have another a 40% chance of showers that might pop up around the time. So it looks like our week ahead is going to be a pretty clear, nice one, but on the weekend it's going to be a little iffy. But that's pretty much what we have for our 5-day forecast. Hopefully everyone stays dry over the weekend, but for now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Coop. When we come back, Kyle Falkert will have the latest from the world of sports.
Stay with us.
Cancer may be tough, but we are tougher. We are the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Our game-changing research has led to the belief that the cures for cancer are in our blood. We are the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Beating cancer is in our blood.
I think it goes around.
Come on, buddy.
I'm here for you.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Look, look.
Why is this so hard?
Let's go. We gotta get you a practice.
I read it. Look, and it's set.
And now we're back with Kyle Falkert for a look at sports.
Busy week for our Piles this past week, wasn't it?
You're right, Nate. I have the rundown. The Marietta College baseball team wrapped up their fall ball season this weekend. The Piles were split up into 3 teams and would play against each other multiple times through the past few weeks. The champions were crowned Saturday when Fried Dental defeated Sir Speedy. The Pioneers were excited to finally be back on the diamond after their season was cut short last spring due to COVID-19. The Udder expressed his very big expectations as they roll into the spring. The Houston Texans fired coach and general manager Bill O'Brien on Monday. The firing comes a day after Sunday's 31-23 loss to the Vikings dropped the Texans to 0-4 for the first time since 2008. After assuming the role of general manager in the offseason, O'Brien received almost universal criticism when he shipped superstar receiver DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona for running back David Johnson and draft picks. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James looked visibly upset as he stormed off the court before their 115-104 loss to the Miami Heat became official in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. James still had 9.2 seconds to spare. Why did James do it? Was he simply frustrated about the loss, or did he lose track of time? Both, James said. James wasn't the only to leave the floor early. Rajon Rondo and Kyle Kuzma did the same thing after the Heat intentionally committed a 24-second shot clock violation with 0.7 seconds left. Lakers coach Frank Vogel had to insert Alex Caruso, Danny Green, and Jared Dudley because James, Rondo, and Kuzma were off the floor. I think they thought the game was over, Vogel said. I don't think they realized there was point whatever that was still on the clock. The defending Super Bowl champions defeated the short-handed Patriots last night by a score of 26-10. The Patriots were playing without star quarterback Cam Newton after he tested positive for coronavirus earlier last week. The game was originally planned to be played Sunday, but was moved to Monday after the positive case. There seems to be no spread in New England, but to think how many more games will the virus impact. That's all for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Kyler. Joining us now at the desk is Cooper for our look at the weather. What do you got for us?
Well, it seems like throughout the rest of the week, we're going to have some nice days, heating up to the 70s and whatnot, but the weekend is going to be kind of up in the air with that 40% chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. But here's hoping that we'll have a clear week.
That's true. This is the best kind of weather, I think. It's about a little bit into fall. We don't have a lot of rain going on, not too hot, not too cold.
I agree.
It's perfect, you know?
I agree.
Well, that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you all enjoy Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon 30 and 6:30 for WCMO NewsCenter 15, Marietta College Broadcasting. See you next time.